Great to have you with us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Liberty Flames. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Liberty head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Liberty's offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, Dave. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Oh, that was dumb.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right.
Not the way you
That was
want
a
to
bad
start
throw.
your first
That was a
drive,
bad
and the
throw.
defense forces a turnover.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
So the Ball State Cardinals offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Got him quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Long way to go on second down. Selling the fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. To throw, it's Henderson. Working the middle, it's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws
No,
it
I'm doing another
picked off, and they ruined
I didn't wait. I didn't wait.
Turnover. He was looking for
That was my fault again.
on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Holds it, looking for a crease. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going to the run. It's Horton. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Looking for space. It's Udo. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down.
All right, offensive line, where are you?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and get some yards after the catch. Make a big play for this offense.
The Flames are rolling down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Under pressure.
Look, I threw it.
And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Look out. Reels it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton.
Bring him
They
down.
finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. All that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the defense has got to be able to do a better job in their pass rush, guys. Quarterback had way too much time to survey the defense. And that receiver who lined up all the way on the right side, he was able to get way downfield and catch it all the way on the left side. And it's just too hard to cover a guy for that length of time. The pass rush has got to get better in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Keeps it moving. It's Udo. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. And
where's my offensive line?
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, he has to have it. Big man has it, it's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Flames go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks.
Let's go.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down to the air. Fires quickly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll give it on the counter. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Right side, it's Thompson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Thacker. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll set up the throw. Gets rid of it. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Got him on the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Straight ahead, it's Horton. Hood got some room, headed to the goal line. And
So much for holding them to a field goal.
Touchdown, Cardinals! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble. And you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Left side, it's Johnson. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Flames in the hurry-up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%.
What was that?
Picked off for the third time
Wait.
today.
That was not who I
How
threw
do
it
you
to.
not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football.
Wow,
I
that is
can't
not
too.
what I threw.
I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Now this offense is back on the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Going to try to get it himself. Got the first down. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one.
Oh, come on.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it in his belly. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got it. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit.
Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the ball, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. The run inside. It's Horton. Spins away from the defense. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Lost the throw on first. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming.
There we go. Finally stopped him.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air. It's Henderson. Rush right in his face. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the run, deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college
cool.
football. We begin with Georgia taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Let's go Arkansas. Let's get an upset. Maryland's turn.
Now back to your game at Williams Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what's your story as we start this second half?
The Flames head coach told me at the half, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now on first down from the 28. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Horton. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on critical down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. The give. Runs through a tackle. Driven back.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you got to expect...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
Well, and at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The Cardinals look to do some damage in the red zone. In the red area, it's Horton. He put the brakes on it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Rush is on. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Cuts it upfield. It's Udo. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Out wide left, it's Wyatt. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the 1st down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw. You're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
And the Flames will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Long way to go on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
They'll run the counter. Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again.
Get him.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Cardinals will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Good right down the boulevard.
Hey, what's up?
And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice.
No, I was going to ask about that.
Depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on
the board. UTS, nice, I mean, that Rice coach. Was that just something that you made, or was that something that was extra? Okay, I was like, is that real? Because not real as in game real, but real as in did that really happen?
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Yeah.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Oh, man, I am getting my butt kicked.
Ball State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead.
I just can't seem to get anything going.
Let's take a look at how we've gotten here.
I worked on the playbook, but I didn't work on any defensive playbook. And it shows because I have no defense.
We'll see just how much
I'm not showing any defense. I have like 4 interceptions, maybe more. It's just been bad.
Here on 2nd down. Looking downfield is Henderson. Knew where he wanted
and
to
they
go,
can't catch it either.
Find his target, it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been active.
Which one? You take your tips?
He cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Needs it here on 4th down. It's dropped and all.
Incomplete. I'm just doing whatever now just to get this game over with. It was already over in the 1st quarter.
Will be questioned. First play of this drive. Holds on, it's Thacker.
Hey, quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A
Yeah.
lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Yep.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, it can be a good change-up. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off.
Ah, there goes touchdown.
Got enough space.
Oh, my goodness. I just want to have a good drive. That's all I want. I want a drive that does not end in 4th down or an interception.
And honestly, it's been about complimentary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go
I'll be up for a little bit.
They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Okay.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Spits it out to the back. Between the hashes, it's Udo. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Flames come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick give. It's Udo.
Jeez.
What a job up
Did
front,
not
and
even
he'll
block.
lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone
Oh,
that's open.
come on.
Can't make the connection, and the
What kind of throw was
defense gets
that?
a fourth down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the run, it's Horton. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got him
And
downfield.
wide open.
Really putting together a threat. Now they get
looks
the
like it's
first.
spring
It's
zone.
at the 37. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
No.
And the Cardinals have
Jesus,
moved it
games on
inside the
Sunday.
20. Run in the red zone. It's Horton. Nice move there.
Jeez.
Touchdown, Ball State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Henderson.
Nope.
And that makes 5
That
interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarter.
And
Jeez.
will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Udo. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
No.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40.
And of course.
He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. Draw play, it's Horton. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thacker. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Keeps it, looking for the edge. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. The Cardinals have pushed it inside the 20. Tough run here. It's Horton. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Right at the line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.
Ah, well, it's embarrassing. Jesus Christ.